Welcome to Espresso Discussions with the Rabbi, episode 4. And don't forget to prepare yourself with a cup of espresso before you listen to this episode, because I always like talking about controversial topics, and the espresso tends to calm down and soothe the nerves. So, and plus it's a really good way to start the day. Again, I said beracha as always. And I want to talk about something. I noticed that some Gentiles, of course not all, are preoccupied with the idea of us being the chosen people. I always get these comments, you're the chosen people, and it's very furious and rageful, how horrible it is that we think we're the chosen people. And it's not so horrible that Muslims, they do jihad all over the world. That's okay. I guess it's not so horrible that the Catholics, they basically killed tens of millions of Indians and God knows how many Jews and how many other people in the name of Catholicism. But we called ourselves the chosen people. That's a real danger to humanity. Not Russia bombing Ukraine, not Ukraine bombing Russia, right? Not the various massacres and actual genocides taking place in Africa. What's the issue? We're the chosen people. Okay. By the way, you understand that anti-Semitism is a mental illness, and it has to be treated as a mental illness, which means don't argue with anti-Semites. I never answer anti-Semites. I never answer people who are anti-Israel, because I realize they're mentally ill people. So that has to be said. But let's talk about what it means to be the chosen people, and why any anger is misplaced. We say, Asher b'charbanu mikol ha'amim. God chose us from all the nations. V'natan lanu et Torato. And He gave us the Torah. The chosen people are the people who chose. Meaning, there is nothing happening in abstract. God didn't just go around the world looking for a nation and He says, I really like these people. I dig them. No, that's not what happened. Rather, God has the Torah. The Torah is the legal system that God wishes to implement in the world. The chosen people are those people who choose to accept God as the sovereign and His law as the governing law of the nation. We made that choice. Hence, we are the chosen people. If you're a Gentile and you choose not to live by the laws of the Torah, we don't have a problem with that. In fact, if you look at Catholicism, Christianity, the only way that an individual can redeem himself is if he becomes part of the Corpus Christi, if he becomes part of the Catholic corporatio, the corporation, and you become part of the body of Christ. If you're Muslim, the only way you can redeem yourself is if you accept Muhammad as the prophet of God. If you're not willing to do those things, in the case of Catholicism, become part of the Corpus Christi, in the case of Islam, acknowledge the prophecy of Muhammad, you have no chaylik l'olam haba, you have no portion in the world to come. Meaning, you're useless, you're irredeemable. Most religions consider those individuals who are not part of the religion to be useless and irredeemable. We the Jews, we're the chosen people. We chose to follow God's law. And yet, here's the irony. We don't need you to follow the Torah. You, Mr. Gentile or Mrs. Gentile, you can be good people. You may be redeemable people. You may lead meaningful lives, even though you don't accept the Torah. That's fine. We're okay with it. There's no issue, right? So in Judaism, we have the concept of Hasidei Umot Ha'olam yesh lahem chelek l'olam haba. Unlike Christianity, which says you're doomed to damnation. Unlike Islam, who say not only you're doomed to damnation, we'll bring the damnation earlier, we'll chop off your head. The Jewish nation, the Jewish religion, we say, if you don't want to be Jewish, it's okay. You don't need to become a Jew. You can be a good Noahide. Ben Noach means a descendant of Noach. You just have to follow the 7 Noahide laws. They're fundamental, basic principles of human decency. We're not expecting you to put on tefillin every day. We're not expecting you not to wear shatnez. We're not expecting you to become Sabbath observers. Just follow the 7 Noahide laws and you'll be good. So this whole obsession with the Jews being the chosen people, oh my gosh, how terrible. It really is based on a type of, not just ignorance, I would go so far as to say mental retardation, meaning people who complain about the Jews being the chosen people are retarded mentally in the sense that they have no clue what they're talking about, but their conclusions are the actual opposite of reality, right? Reality is we're the one nation willing to accept and embrace anyone and everyone, but other nations say, no, if you're not one of us, you're out, you're irredeemable, and they attack the Jews. I want to say one last thing. If you're a Gentile watching this, you can be a good person. You can be a human being created in the image of God, as you are, and you can have a portion of the world to come, even though you're not Jewish. If you choose to become Jewish, you may do so. The interesting thing is we'll actually push back. We don't want converts. If you choose and you insist, I want to convert to Judaism, okay, then we will allow you to make that choice and to become a member of the chosen people, the people who choose God and His laws. That's what it means to be the chosen people.